everyone. Welcome to the 6th installment of Kornell with a K. I apologize for canceling last week's episode, but quite a lot of things came up and I just wasn't prepared to host Kornell with a K last Friday. However, we are back, and of course, we don't intend on going anywhere. Like we always do, we open with Into the New World by 소녀시대, Kornell with a K's anthem, as we soldier on bravely into the new world that is beyond my own bedroom. I must say, as a decrepit and socially incompetent, low-functioning introvert, being able to talk to myself in a closed-off room is in fact very relaxing and comforting. Thank you so much for joining me as I talk to myself. Please enjoy and make yourself at home, I guess. Kornell with a K is, at its heart, a breakaway, a rest stop, if you will, where I, and hopefully you, can just spend some enjoyable time. My week was an absolute mess, and I'm just so grateful that it's over. Ithacans, winter has come. Oh man, has it come? And it's not going anywhere for a long time. I usually try to play out the winter a little bit just to see how long can I actually go without having to change out of my shorts. But this year, I pulled out my winter clothes pretty quickly this year. But that's fine. Hopefully you are listening within the comforting confines of your home, or at least somewhere indoors, and we can relax. It is still November, and frankly, I'm not willing to play Christmas music just yet. Not until after Thanksgiving, at least. So, likewise, this week, we are going to avoid Christmassy music at all costs. Speaking of music, I should really address our current difficulties, staying upfront and honest about just where we are as Kornell with a K. But we really do need to address that every episode of Kornell with a K that is posted online will likely have certain songs muted due to copyright issues. We are back on YouTube. Dailymotion is no more because they have even stricter copyright regulations compared to YouTube. I should have known that before even attempting to switch over to Dailymotion, but you learn and you move on. Unfortunately, there is nothing else that we can really do at the moment to really combat the regulations that we will be facing. So it's terribly inconvenient, but we're just going to have to take the copyright notices as they come at full force. Some more house cleaning news, but our website continuously goes through updates as we add new functions. So please be patient as it's my first time ever making a website. And I swear, Wix.com, you're great and all, but man, if you were a person, do I really wish I could just push you off a cliff sometimes. For people unaware, which would be most people, because I don't interact much, I find enjoyment in the process of making things. This radio show, our website, and soon to be our merch line, merch for merchandise, is all me just trying my hand at things I enjoy. And at times, I think we forget what it means to enjoy something. We get so caught up in other things. We get so caught up in the moment that we lose sight of what it is that we're actually working towards. For me, my goal is to enjoy myself. Regardless of what it is that I'm doing, if I'm not enjoying myself, then what's the point? When I first started Kornell with a K, I took myself too seriously, I think. And I took myself so seriously that I found myself questioning whether I truly enjoyed working on the show or not. Well, it is a new chapter. I took a break for a week and I've come back and it's a new chapter for us here at Kornell with a K. And I will try to rebalance my life to best find enjoyment, happiness, and relaxation. I'm sure many people at Kornell can relate, and I'm sure many people not at Kornell can also relate, but whenever I invest time and energy into something, my perfectionist side takes over, and I work things to death. When it comes to assignments and schoolwork, maybe that's acceptable to a certain degree, but not when you're working on things you enjoy. Being a perfectionist is the easiest way to kill any enjoyment you might have for something. It just leaves you exhausted, and being exhausted is no fun. Of course, not pushing yourself to work hard is also not good. Skipping classes, putting in little effort, and keeping yourself stuck in a perpetual state of immovability will drain all the excitement from your life real quick. As humans, we are meant to do things, and it's important to find what it is that we enjoy doing. Even if we may feel like the things that we are currently doing are drab and unfulfilling, CS 2850 Networks class, I'm looking at you. We have to keep going. We have to keep going for our own sake, to keep going in our search for what we truly enjoy. That's mostly what life is, I think. Life is a journey to find meaning. And there's meaning in the journey itself. There doesn't necessarily have to be a final destination. But regardless of where your journey takes you, and regardless of how life shapes you, I think there is one constant in every person's journey. And that is, we look for things. We look to find what makes us happy. Of course, different things make different people happy, but we all search for that source of happiness in all of our journeys, in all of our lives. I know I've been talking for a while now. Let's change up the pace a little bit. Hopefully, I haven't lost you as I started droning on speaking nonsense, essentially. I've been listening to a lot of bossa nova recently, actually. It's a genre that really is upbeat, but very relaxing at the same time. It's such a cool genre. It leaves you in a very unique kind of state of mind, I guess. So, as you might have guessed, we'll dive into some bossa nova this week. Let's listen to Noada by Elris. First released in 2017, but yeah, music is timeless, so let's just enjoy ourselves with You and Me.
한 스푼 시럽처럼 살짝 나른한 오같이 스르르 내게 기대 잠이 들면 좋겠다 해가 바닷속에 잠기듯 원래 그런 것처럼 당연하게 네 맘속에 내가 물들고 싶어 너와 나 사이 하나 둘 사이 작은 감정들이 점점 날 너에게 데려가 어느새 이만큼 와버렸어 하루하루 사이 커지는 마음 한 뼘째 안돼만큼 가까이 있고 싶어 내 눈엔 너만 보이게 한낮의 단잠처럼 달게 주말의 끝처럼 벌써 이렇게 내 맘속은 어느새 너로 가득
You just heard Noa Na, or You and Me, by Elris. Hopefully you enjoyed that song. The upbeat tempo, yet soothing vocals working to make you feel relaxed, yet energized at the same time. If you're just joining in, this is Kornell with a K, your Korean and Korean American related Kornell radio show. We're on a bit of a journey today to rediscover what it means to relax and enjoy ourselves and keep going in our quest to find happiness. Wow, that sounded so much better in my head. That was really, really cheesy. Let's just forget that I said that altogether. In the future, we intend on having people call in during music breaks and tell us about how their day has been, maybe have some dialogue and start interacting with our listener base a little bit more. But unfortunately, that is still a little ways off because we're just not quite there yet. Likewise, if you have something interesting to say or even have a song or topic recommendation for us, please let us know by going to our website, www.kornellwack.com. That is KORNELLWAK.com. And head over to our discussion section to get in contact with us. It's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. It's a good day today. Let's try and enjoy ourselves just a little more. Here's somewhat of a bossa nova-like song. It is hard to find bossa nova, I will say. Korean bossa nova is difficult to come by. Bossa nova is originally a Brazilian music genre, but Koreans do like the bossa nova vibe, I feel like. It's a very Korean-like vibe. Koreans like that kind of vibe. But regardless, it is a bit difficult to find bossa nova in Korea, or at least Korean bossa nova, I guess. But I did find and curate a bit of a playlist for today, and this song takes us all the way back to 2010. This is a bossa nova-like song by Girls' Generation from their 2010 album, Oh, with an exclamation mark. That's Oh with an exclamation mark. It's quite the legendary album. It was their second studio album, and it's got some bangers like this one, which is Talk to Me by Girls' Generation.
커피 한 잔 어때요? 무슨 말을 하고 싶나요? 저 석양을 담은 그 두 눈이 날 설레이게 해. 어떤 커피가 좋아요? 난 더 그댈 알고 싶은데 나의 마음속에 그대는 달콤한 캐러멜.
That was Talk to Me by Girls' Generation, specifically by members Jessica and Tiffany, which has a very different title in Korean. Caramel Coffee, which is caramel coffee. I don't like coffee, but I like the song. You're listening to Kornell with a K, and I'm not gonna lie, the song does sound a bit Christmassy. I was jamming to it just now, and it's giving me some hard Christmas vibes. But you know what? Oh well. Or it's not that I hate Christmas. I actually really like Christmas, but whatever. You know what? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Let's just move on. Do you sometimes just wish someone would talk to you? I think it's absolutely natural to want that, to want people to talk to you. We are human, after all, and humans are social creatures. Talk to me. It's incredibly powerful how words make us feel. Compliments, even for things that may be incredibly minor, can go a long way. On the opposite side, though, words can also hurt for an absolutely unreasonably, unbearably long time as well. It is our goal here at Kornell with a K to use words and music to uplift people. If you're listening, thank you. Thank you so much. Your support means so much to me, and I hope you're having a great day. Kornell with a K needs a lot of work and a lot of help. If you have any recommendations or suggestions, be it song requests, interesting topics, ideas on how to improve our website, suggestions on what kinds of merch you would like for us to make, for what you would actually buy or are interested in, anything and everything. If you have any suggestions, if you have any tips on how to actually talk in a normal way, talk in a decent way to radio host and everything, I would really appreciate that a lot. But anything and everything is welcome. Just visit our website at www.kornellwack.com. That is KORNELLWAK.com, and head over to the discussion section. You'll find a field box that says inquiries, and you can tell us all of your brilliant ideas there. Now, no talk about Korean bossa nova would be complete without mentioning Baekhyun's 2017 song Sweet Lies. Baekhyun unfortunately never promoted the song as much when it first came out, and unfortunately it didn't get the same level of attention as some of her previous hits, like Shouldn't Have and So. Nevertheless, I like Baekhyun. I really like her voice, I really like her songs, and her song Sweet Lies is no exception. It's oddly relatable, even if it's originally meant to be in a relationship standpoint, with between two romantic partners, I guess. I'm not in a relationship. But regardless, the song is relatable, and the reason it is the song is about empty words and empty compliments. One of my biggest fears with Kornell with a K is actually just that. Empty compliments from people. I don't want my friends to say words of encouragement merely out of obligation. I don't want to hear compliments with no weight behind them because they sound like, they sound like lies. I really, for some odd reason, am afraid of hearing from my friends compliments, yes, but compliments that don't really mean anything. I feel like because this is the first time that I'm actually going on this endeavor to embark on creating my own content, I've become grossly attached to Kornell with a K, to the point where I don't want to hear my friends say things nice about it just out of being friends. I want genuine fans, people who really like my work for what it is rather than for me, which is really, really bizarre. I'm sure artists around the world, here at Kornell and elsewhere, can definitely relate to that. I feel like that's artist pride, isn't it? That's exactly what it is, artist pride. But regardless, I'm trying to segue and then I went off on a tangent. Maybe we should definitely turn this back around. Yes, Sweet Lies by Baekhyun. It's a song that is oddly relatable from an artist's standpoint, from my standpoint, and I'm sure for any person who has any artistic endeavors from their standpoint as well. If you're just joining in, this is Kornell with a K, and you just heard Sweet Lies by Baekhyun. The song is about empty words and weightless compliments. And as we have discussed already, words are incredibly powerful. They can have limitless positive and negative effects on people. But words can be empty as well. And when they're empty, that realization can really hurt. Kornell with a K wants our words to hold weight and meaning. And we'll try our best to provide enjoyable and meaningful content. I realize this episode wasn't quite as fun as the previous ones. It's lacking in my usually terrible jokes and awful segues, but don't worry. Future episodes will have that in droves. There will be plenty of that as well as my lowbrow humor. But unfortunately, that's all that we have time for already. This episode is coming to a close. I must say this, I feel like I'm obligated to say this every week, but I'm incredibly sorry that we started late this week as well. The show right before us tends to go over their time limit pretty regularly. I'm not one to usually push blame onto other people, but it truly is a bit frustrating when it should be my time. It should be Kornell with the K's time, but they go into our time slot by some 10 to 20 minutes at sometimes. And so I'm incredibly sorry that we started late this week. Again, as I've said before, it might be easier and more accurate to expect our show to start at around 7:15 rather than 7 o'clock Eastern time. If you're from anywhere else in the world, from a different time zone, obviously you should do a bit of conversion because 7 p.m. is very different for other people all around the world. But anyways, that was that. This week was, I realized, maybe a bit more mellow in terms of the content. I wasn't planning for it to be that way. I really hope that that every episode is very fun. But I guess fun doesn't necessarily mean bubbly. I really hope that this episode was enjoyable for you to listen to. And I am trying my best to get better and better and better at radio show hosting, as well as everything else that comes with just running a radio show, I guess. I'll try my best to get more cohesive content in the future as well. I tried something a bit different this episode. I tried to stick with a very cohesive or more cohesive theme revolving around bossa nova as the music genre. And I hope that that kind of cohesion is a bit more helpful and a bit more interesting for our future episodes. Look forward to, of course, our future episodes. It really does mean a lot to me to know that people are listening. And hopefully one day in the very near future, let's put a deadline, a soft deadline for in the near future, this radio show, Kornell with a K, will definitely reach a bigger audience. I will definitely come out of the shadows soon, because it really does beg the question of what the point is for having a radio show without telling anybody that I have a radio show. But regardless, for the people who are listening, thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to me to even know that people care even. And so I'm really thankful. I hope to provide some actually interesting and relevant content, such as heart news, music and entertainment related news, Kornell news, and good music in the future. I have a lot of work planned behind the scenes, so hopefully the ball starts rolling very, very soon. Look forward to where Kornell with a K may go in the future, and thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful weekend, and make sure to absolutely kill it next week. As we like to say it here at Kornell, work hard, play hard, and be happy. We don't say that at Kornell. We say work hard and play hard, but I say be happy. I'll leave you with Happy Things by J Rabbit, one of my all-time favorite songs. Be happy, folks, and I'll see you next week.
둥근 해가 뜨면 제일 먼저 기분 좋은 상상을 하지. 하나 둘 셋 자리에 일어나 하마처럼 입을 쫙 하품을 한번 하고 또 눈을 크게 뜨고 번쩍 기지개를 한번 쭉 펴고 즐거운 상상을 맘껏 즐겨 잊지 말고 happy happy things. 상쾌한 바람이 부는 아침에 한껏 여유 부릴 때 유난히 안색이 좋아 멀리 봐도 다 잘 어울리고 다 예뻐 보일 때 좋아하는 노래 들으며 걸어갈 때 시간 맞춰 버스를 타